A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajeem. Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Atiyullah atiya Rasuluhu ulul amri minkum. And always a reminder for myself and now the ajis, da'if wa miskeen, zalim, jahal, and but for the grace of Allah that we're still in existence. And alhamdulillah, this reality of being nothing. And so many people emailing that how to do the tafakkur and how to do the contemplation. And alhamdulillah that if you get the book Timeless Reality and all the questions and years of questions and answers, but to wash, keep ourselves in wudu, to sit in an area that we make to be clean, we connect to feel our heart and begin to make our istighfar, asking for forgiveness. This is an internal wudu. And then begin to make our salawat, recite 3 times Surat al-Ikhlas, and asking for the madad of the shaykhs and madad al-haq, asking to be connected with the truth. And we begin to sit and say that I'm nothing. And as I'm asking for this connection and making my istighfar, asking, Ya Rabbi, that I'm nothing. And I'm asking to be in the presence, wa kunu ma'a sadiqeen, from the command of your holy Qur'an that keep the company of truthful servants and have a taqwa and consciousness. As you have ordered, Ya Rabbi, I'm trying to keep their company. Allah's words are not for dunya but for all of eternity. Itasimu bihablillah and tafarraq means at the same time Allah reminding, then hold tight to the rope and don't separate. So many verses of the Qur'an inspire within our hearts that keep the company of these heavenly servants and the servants of light reality, a wave reality. And as a result we sit, we're in wudu, we're sitting, breathing, we have an area, a space that's clean, we put a beatific fragrance, the angels like the fragrance, and we look to our heart, we make our istighfar, we begin to make our ikhlas and asking for the connection. As we're asking for connection and realizing I'm nothing, the Ya Sayyidi, send your light into my heart and let that light to dress me and bless me. It's such a simple process, but I don't know why people have to make everything difficult in their mind, because the waswas of shaitan, as soon as they want to sit it takes 2 seconds that they connect, madad Sayyidi, dress my heart, madad, and feeling ourselves to be nothing, and that the light of the shaykh begin to dress and to capture my heart. And this is a rabita, a connection, and asking for that connection. And once we understood this is the foundation of all tafakkur, once I've understood that and every day I do that, after every salah I pray my salah, Salaamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, and again asking for the madad that the shaykh dress upon me and that I'm nothing, send your faiz. And either I can begin to breathe and I breathe the light that begins to come into my heart and exhale all my badness, breathing light into my heart and exhale all my badness. Or another type of meditation when we sit to meditate and to make our tafakkur is we do our awrad, because we want the awrad to be connected. If it's a time that we can do the awrad in a ample time for meditation, we go again through the basic is you make the connection, you have your wudu, you make your connection, you sit and contemplate and you start to do the awrad. The Naqshbandi awrad, it's on the app. You say your 3 shahada and again everything in the presence of the shaykh, ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, ashhadu Muhammadan Rasulullah, ashhadu an la ilaha illallah, ashhadu Muhammadan Rasulullah, astaghfirullah. And you're building a relationship in the world of light with the shaykh. You're saying that I'm always with my shaykh and that my shaykh is always with me. So how do I know that the shaykh's always with me? It's because you have to feel that you're always with the shaykh. Means what you put into it you get out of it. If you don't ever think of the shaykh then this is from your fault. So our faith is to say that I'm always feeling the connection to the shaykh. I'm asking to keep that connection. When I go for my salah and it's time for salah, again quickly I make my madad, I make the connection, I feel the presence of the shaykh, and in that presence I'm praying to Allah and with the dress and the light of the shaykh, and that I'm nothing. I sit for the zikr nights, same thing, I have my wudu, I make my connection, then I sit and I say, it's ready for the zikr time, I turn on my zikr and I'm in my madad of the shaykh, asking to be in the dress of the shaykh, and then making my salawats and visualizing myself in their jama'ah, in their association, that I'm right there in the presence of the shaykh while they're doing the salawats and I'm doing the salawats. As soon as they begin to talk and the shaykh is talking, again my connection to the shaykh and my heart is connected. And as they're speaking I'm writing and taking my notes. You can keep your eyes open and take your notes with your heart to be connected. Everything in this way is based on that simple action of having wudu and making istighfar, Surat al-Ikhlas, and after your wudu you pray 2 rakah salatul wudu to seal and to protect yourself. You make your connection and it becomes a life process. Everything is in that madad, that always to be with me, always your dress to be upon me. It becomes like any other thing in life that you don't leave the house without it. You don't leave the house without your keys, you don't leave the house without your clothing. This is your spiritual clothing and you never go anywhere, do anything without this spiritual dress. So the guys can make a nice video on the intro to Muraqabah, very easy. Don't let shaitan make your head to be complicated. You know, they want to give a fatwa on how to peel a banana. I don't think humans need to know what is the legal jurisprudence of how to peel a banana. But this is the beguiling of shaitan, make everything complicated. You know they have instructions on a shampoo bottle. For what? You don't just open it and pour it on your head? So everything is easy. The connection is lifelong process, madad, madad. I'm always in the connection, always asking for the presence of the shaykh. InshaAllah. In this life of ours it ends here, this talk, bi hurmati Muhammadan Mustafa wa siri Surat al-Fatiha. As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. This is Shaykh Nurjan. Thank you for watching the video that you're watching. InshaAllah, if you're happy with the content and happy with these programs, please support the button below, the programs that we have for our orphanage repairs, our water well, Give the Gift of Life, our mobile food vans. We have now 5 vans, Vancouver, Chicago, Los Angeles, Pakistan. There's many programs that reach thousands of people and rescue foods and give those supplies to people in need. Your support is greatly appreciated. Also, be so kind as to leave loving comments and please share the stream. Every bit counts. As-salamu alaykum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.